Hello, this is J.A. McDonald, and here we are, back on the DAMT back on the DAMT server for another Eset of Tour de Minecraft DAMT. This one is entitled The Guardian Farm. So, armor again, can't forget the armor. This is the Guardian Farm that I have built. Yeah. Basically, we have a nice little AFK tower over here under a nice big beacon. And you can sit in here and not bother too much about the rain outside or anything. And you can look down through the glass and see the Guardians flowing. You're supposed to be... oh, there it is. A little chest for all your loot to be safe. And if you come over here, come on, close the gate. Close the gate. There it goes. You can look down and you can barely see it, but there's a little glint of lava down there. And that's the lava that kills the Guardians. Basically, there's also some storage chests over here of stuff we got out of the Guardian Farm when we were removing the monument and such, and my best wood farm on the server. This giant spruce trees, my favorite kind of wood, really, and my favorite trees to chop down, because it's so easy. You just go up and then back down, and you have a stack and a half of wood or so, depending on how big the tree was, of course. So yeah, the Guardian Farm is made of prismarine a lot, and it's completely covered because that increases Guardian spawn rates. And right under here is 3 blocks of water all flowing downward, and then a big funneling system. And I can show you all of that if we duck down here. Basically, let me eat this chicken. In here we have the system. The Guardians will spawn up there and they'll get flushed down into this chamber, where they will flow into this square, and each one of these squares has an exit door on it. Then into this square. Now we're into the dangerous area. And then they flow here, and finally down here, and I can't flow out of here, so I have to walk out, which is a good safety feature. So this redstone controls whether it's AFK or fully auto. Right now it's set on full auto. Yeah, there's what it looks like from down here. There's your drop shaft. Then down here is the storage room. Now this thing wasn't nearly, or this thing was like 10 times as efficient as I thought it would be. And we have lots and lots of prismarine shard. Regrettably, I built this farm because I needed this resource, sea lantern. And we don't have nearly as much prismarine crystal because I convert it into sea lantern at such a fast rate. I finally have kind of stopped using it as much, and so it's piling up. Then we have lots of cooked fish. Well, not lots, but you know, some cooked fish powered off this auto smelter, fed by fish and fish tanks. Then I have one column of miscellaneous loot, like salmon and ink sacs, because this thing doubles as an ink farm. A few chests for whatever you need. Yeah. Then this farm triples as a XP farm. As you see, those Guardians burn to death right now. But if I click this button, it'll withdraw the lava. What was that? That's nothing. Okay. And then you can stand under here, put your cursor on an empty square, and stand on this pressure plate, and once per day a potion will drop on you. And I'm going to force it, but basically it'll drop that into your inventory, and since you're right-clicking, you'll automatically throw it. and that creates a medium-sized amount of XP. One night AFK here can put you up to 70 or so. Yeah. So I'm going to turn this back on to keep them from stacking up on me while I show you the rest of it. Clearly you have to use your levels on something down here. Of course. So I put in an enchanting room. And an anvil. And I made this awesome set of armor with all fire protection 4 and 2 other sets like it at this place before I built a more efficient XP farm. Then in here we have the brewery that I was using to keep that thing stocked with potions of harming until I got a more efficient system, which I'll show you now. Back here we have a fully automatic potion brewing system. And it is not netherwart trailing because it's timer based, which was easier for me. Basically, this whole system will back up to this point, and then it will stop making new potions. At least it better have stopped making new potions, because otherwise I'm a little bit sunk. Yeah, it's... What? Oh, it's just backed up the system to this point. But what's supposed to happen is this is supposed to go through up here, and it shuts off this brewing clock. In theory, in practice, yeah, basically it just makes it so no matter what, it can't start another brew unless I completely messed up something. And there's a decent chance that that's what I did. Yeah, I'm thinking... Ah... Okay. So I found where I messed up on that, does it know? Whatever. So stuff happens, and if it's all out of potions, it stops brewing too. I don't remember exactly how it works, but it's not getting any problems yet. See here, is this brew just finishing? Yeah, let's wait and see what happens after this brew. Anyhow, this thing is perfect efficiency. Just as soon as this potion finishes brewing, it will start draining them, and then as soon as all the potions could have drained, it will start adding more ingredients. And it doesn't appear to be doing that, so I'm going to say I built it correctly, and it's not broken. Then when you drain a potion out, it should start working again. Right. So let me just escape. A little convoluted to escape from. Now, there's one last thing which falls into this place, and it's not technically... I went the wrong way. It's not technically part of the Guardian farm, but it is an integral part to the system. So over here, we have a tunnel which leads to an abandoned mineshaft and a spider spawner. This spider spawner quite naturally dumps out spider eye. There's a spawner that I'll collect. Not the best system I've ever designed. Basically, you come down here and you stand right here and you punch spiders, or you can whack them with your sword until they die. And then that cart goes down and picks up all the loot and carries it up here, where it deposits it in this chest. Not the best system, but good enough for our needs back at the Guardian farm. And that is the end of this Eset on the Guardian farm.